れでは、ストーリーを考えたケビンさんに話を聞いてみたいと思います。このゲームの中ではストーリーが進むにつれて、例えば本人が直接こうヒーローになっていくっていう感じではなく、周りの部分での事件っていうのがすごく多くて、自分が当事者になっていくっていう感覚ではないんですね。でそれがすごく僕にとってはリアリティを感じたんですけれども、いわゆるその彼を中心に世界が回っていくっていうストーリーにしなかった理由をちょっと聞いてみたいなと思います。
I think at the start of the game, Aiden is a character who players aren't necessarily going to fall in love with right away. You know, he's very closed off. He's very violent, and I think it's hard to get a sense of. I'm okay if players come away going, I don't think I like him.
No.
You know, that's okay. If at the start of the game that's where you stand, that's okay. I understand that because he takes a very dangerous stance right off the top. But as the game progresses, you start to understand who Pierce is a bit more. You start to learn more about Pierce. You know, it's still a personal story. It's important for us to know who Pierce is, to see a progression. You know, any good story, you have to see a progression in your hero. You have to see that there's some growth. They've undergone some kind of change. Otherwise, why are we doing this, right? You know, so that's something that players are going to, get gradually. But for sure, in our game, it doesn't happen quickly. We don't give you the easy answer right away. We don't make it easy for you to go, okay, I love him. No, that's not Watch Dogs. It's going to take some time. And by the end, if they fall in love with Pierce, great. If they don't, okay, that's okay too. If they still come away questioning some of his choices, that's okay because he's a guy who lives in that gray zone.
すごくなんか自分たちがプレイしながらエイデンのことも知ってくれればいいという考え方はすごく面白い考え方だと思いました。
Our game is all about these different shades of gray, right? We didn't want to have it was a very clear choice from the beginning for us to say we're not going to have, we don't have a game that has a good path or a bad path. We don't make judgments on the choices you make. It's all about you approach the mission the way you want to do it. If you want to go in guns blazing and you kill everybody, that's your call. If you want to go in more stealth and keep everyone safe, okay. Pierce is the kind of guy who his character allows players to embody that quite easily.
なんか彼のキャリアの中でテレビとかいわゆる映画とかっていう部分はすごく重要なポイントのような気が今の話も聞いててしたんですけど、それは僕自身もテレビの脚本とかをやっているので感じた部分だったんですけど、そういう彼のキャリアについてもちょっと聞いてみたいと思います。
Yeah, I think for sure. I come from television. I spent a lot of time in television, and I think for sure television and film work, they can get a lot of great realization out of their actors. Their actors, they bring so much to a performance, and in Watch Dogs, we took great care to make sure that we were bringing those actors and giving them the tools they needed to give us that same performance. This was the first game I've worked on where we actually brought the actors early on, did table reads, we rehearsed a lot, and most importantly, we had the actor do the motion capture and the voice work. Before, in the past, we've often had one actor do the motion capture and a totally different actor do the voice, which is ridiculous. It's just not a way to do it. But so for Watch Dogs, it was very important that we don't do that. And so yeah, we absolutely made sure that we approached the scenes in that sense. In television, every scene is, it's got its beginning, middle, and end. It's a strong story right there, just that little scene. So we had to make sure that our scenes do the same thing. Our scenes are they have their own arc. They have and at the same time, they have to give you the momentum for when you suddenly get control. You know what you're doing. You're like, okay, I'm ready. I'm in the mood of those guys, ready to go. So I think games have their own demands, but we can certainly learn a lot from the TV and film industry.
僕らは日本の取材で来てるんですけど、日本のファンに向けてこのウォッチドッグス、そしてエイデンというキャラクターの魅力についてお話してください。
Hey guys, I'm very excited that you guys are getting your hands on the game, and I think the one thing I would do from my perspective, I'm the writer, so I'm the guy on the story dealing with all that. So when you get in there and you get into the open world, grab your phone and just start hacking those people. All those NPCs that you see, start hacking them, listening to their phone calls, check into buildings and peer inside people's windows. Explore the world and see what little secrets everyone has to offer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Subject, Aiden Pierce.
Yeah, I can see him.